Hello and welcome. I have the wonderful hand-cranked chainsaw sharpener here. This is an excellent tool for you who find yourself out in the woods doing a little bit of cutting and work, don't have great access to strong electrical power, and find yourself with a chainsaw blade that needs to be sharpened. So a great tool for any woodsman or outdoors person. I'm going to go through basically what we have in the kit here. We have a wonderful little carrying case. Includes a belt loop so you can have it on your side. There's also a strap here so that you can carry it, say around your neck or as a satchel type deal. So it's easily brought with you. You can stow in any bag. We have a nice little couple sets of gloves to help protect your fingers against any sharp edges. If you're new to this type of stuff, definitely recommend those. We have the actual body of the tool here. As you can see, it's all cast aluminum, high strength materials, precision made. Everything here moves like a fine crafted tool. You can basically see these screws are for adjustment on the blades. We have another tool here for moving the chain along, and then we have the two guides for the actual sharpening bit, and we'll get to that here in just a second. Here is the bit that they send with you. This is a tungsten carbide blade. So as you know, tungsten is one of the hardest materials made. Couple that with a carbide, so you know you're going to get long-lasting endurance and durability with this. It's going to sharpen the steel well, and you can see as it is tapered, you have 3 different sizes here, so you can sharpen any chain on your chainsaw that you seem to run across. It'll be a multi-fit tool. Of course, this is coupled with your hand crank, so you can see how the method of attachment here. You have a crank on a swivel, set screw, comes with an Allen head wrench in here. We will install the carbide bit. You can see it has a flattened spot for the screw to set into. Simply put that in there like that. We will grab the Allen wrench or hex wrench, depending on what you want to call it. If I can get it out of the package here. Once you have that, you can tighten your set screw. And upon setting your set screw, that will make sure that your bit here doesn't move. All right, so I'll show you again, setting the Allen screw on the top of the carbide bit. Make sure you've got it in there fully tightened so that your bit does not move. Once everything's solid, you're ready to begin the process of aligning the actual chainsaw blade sharpener. So we have 2 tightening screws which will hold the bar. We also have a 3rd screw here which basically sets the alignment of the actual chain. And then you have another adjustment here which will allow you to move the actual cutting tooth back and forth to properly align with the carbide sharpener. So it's very important that you match the tooth against the sharpener at the proper angle, and that's why you have this nice fine adjustment here to easily rock the tooth back and forth once you have the device set on the bar. We'll try and come in for a close-up here and show you exactly how this works, but from the rough hand, you'll start by sliding it over. You notice you have both directions that you can sharpen, so you have both the teeth coming this way as well as the teeth coming this way can be easily sharpened without having to completely remove the tool. So once we have that set, we will change our camera angle and we'll come back to you in just a second. All right, I've got the sharpener set up in the correct method here. Very simple to do, but I wanted just to demonstrate the location of everything for you. Generally, when you're sharpening, you're going to want to be cranking the handle clockwise, and that is going to allow the burrs on the tungsten carbide to sharpen and hone the tooth rather than cut against them. So just be very careful on how you're doing that so you don't, you're always turning the right direction. As you can see here, we have one tooth that is faced this way. However, on a typical chainsaw blade, you will have teeth that are faced every other way. Just wanted to go through basically how to hook this up. You can see the 2 adjustment screws here. This will fit on any type of a bar. Whether this is something simple as this is a electric chainsaw versus you know, your 16 or 20-inch you know, steel gas-powered chainsaw. The same idea of the cutting chain is the exact same with the alternating teeth. It's just the overall length of the blade and the bar will be different. As you can see, the way the tool sets on there is just for that reason. So we can tighten up our 2 set screws here. This basically holds the tool to the blade. We have our third one here, which will help you adjust and align your chain. So we can tighten those up. We can use this to fine adjust the chain if we need to push it forward or backwards, depending on where our carbide blade comes through. So as you can see here, we're behind the blade. The actual chain, we'll need to bring that back a little bit until we can get the carbide bit through. Something like about there. Now we will want to use the fine adjustment to basically push on that a little bit to make sure we've got good contact between our cutting edge, sharpening edge, and the tool. You can see right there, I've got it set to the proper height, and you want to turn the blade clockwise, and that should allow you to sharpen the tool. You can see something like that. And then this will allow you to move from blade to blade, sharpening as you go. An easy tool to move in place, especially if you are out of a you know, electrical power and you don't have a good way to sharpen your chainsaw. I recommend this guy as a quick little pocket item to carry with you.